moment that you catch a wave, there's something about in your mind that there's nothing else that goes on in the world. You just step away from that everyday life of getting ready for deployments or for combat. I've been a Navy SEAL for 17 years. During that time, I've deployed 15 times to Iraq and Afghanistan. Those 15 deployments really put a lot of strain on my body, and that led to me getting PTSD, anxiety disorder, clinical depression, traumatic brain injury. I've always been drawn to the water. You know, I joined the Navy to be a SEAL. I think there's something special about the salt water.
I met Alex in an adaptive surf program that they have through Balboa Hospital. I was then trying to figure out how I was going to surf again. I've been a Navy SEAL for the past 5 years. My first deployment, just started taking heavy fire. I took 2 to the leg. I had 27 operations. They just cut the leg back about, you know, a 1/4 inch every day. I was like, dude, I'm not even gonna be able to surf. At that time, just seeing the ocean would have been good enough for me.
When we first met each other, it was a huge surf day, really big, dangerous waves. And I remember thinking to myself, oh man, this is not good. Like, this is gonna be kind of dangerous.
We started paddling out, and I think he was all like, damn, this dude's missing his leg. Like, I hope he's all right, you know? And then I just crushed it out to the, you know, the lineup.
I can just see this head skimming across this wave, doing turns. And that was a big moment for me where I realized, yeah, just because some of these guys are missing, and gals are missing legs or have serious injuries, doesn't mean that they can't push it. I was noticing at the surf clinic, if you were an amputee, for example, maybe missing part of your arm, you might need a handle to kind of hold on to the board better. You might need to move the fins closer to where you're at on the board. But it wasn't one place that just specifically designed adaptive surfing equipment. And that's when I really started to feel that I wanted to make this organization. And that was the beginning of One More Wave. It was just myself for a long time, for over a year. I was doing this at night, on the weekends, all of my spare time. It was such a big task to start a nonprofit while active duty in the military. But my passion was to get this thing off the ground.
We've all been around loss, but James just hit me different. So I walk into Alex's office and I'm like, hey, I gotta help you. How can I help? And that's how we came together. During the days, I'm working full-time in the military. At the end of the day, I'm going home, get the kids to bed, fire up the computer and start working on it. We're up late at night, working on applications, working on designs. What really propelled me was guys like James. Gave him a little more rise in the chest plate and a real, like, that will enable you to go deeper here and I think.
Yeah, no, it's a great idea. Busta and Brandon are 2 different guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they need 2 different boards. I mean, similar characteristics in those boards, but 2 different boards.
Yeah.
So we'll just design it specifically for him.
For sure.
The shapers are coming out, we're bringing guys out, we're studying them, we're surfing with them. By providing them with a truly customized adaptive surfboard, we're able to help those veterans catch more waves. They just need the opportunity to get in the water and to be challenged by the water. Thanks everybody for coming. I can't tell you how incredible it is to be welcomed with open arms. We're out here in Oahu presenting boards and we've met so many incredible people. What's so humbling for me to see is what was so small that was supposed to be just at Del Mar Surf Clinic for a couple of people has now grown. I can feel the shift of energy. Yeah.
I've been searching so long for my place in the world, and it all just started with me getting back out there in the water. It's like a switch went off. Instantly, I went from wanting to kill myself to wanting to conquer the fucking world after that, to wanting to go out and break down all those limitations that I'd set up for myself. And I got that from surfing.
Where are you guys going? Dude, I can't wait to get you in that bad boy. I know, right?
When First starting One More Wave, I thought that the real thing that we could provide these veterans was just the customized equipment. But what I didn't realize was the lack of community that was going on for a lot of these veterans. What we're doing now is we're providing that community of veteran surfers that benefit from ocean therapy and being in the water. Now you're back in that group, you're back in that platoon. Whether you're dealing with an injury and you're down, there's a way to get out of the darkness. There's a lot to live for in life. There's still another wave to catch.